How are you doing?
Hello, hello.
We're a bit more awake. Apologies for Monday. We were both absolutely tired, and I think our energy levels were pretty low on Monday, but we're back to normal now. I slept 11 hours on Monday night. Oh, have you changed the date? No, it should be the 11th. Someone would have made a comment about it. There we go.
Just wishing the days away.
Indeed. This is
Hello, Bronwyn.
This is our fourth and final quiz before Christmas.
Bronwyn's got a notepad this time.
Excellent, Bronwyn. So who else have we got? Who is that? I recognise that. Oh, I've got Amy Ducks. It's Charlie, obviously. Caroline is in on the YouTube, as is Mr. Grant.
All good. Just making sure we live tweeted. All I have to do is press one button and it live tweets for us, which is good.
Sorry, it's just a little tired.
Yeah, but unlike you, I can keep it to one sentence.
Is this fighting talk? You starting on me already?
No, but I'll finish. Round and round, little boat no bigger than your hand out of the ocean far away from land. Its little sail down, like the little light. This is the way the quiz on Friday night.
I think that might be a reference to my favourite kids programme.
Raziel is quizzing while playing Fortnite, multitasking for the win. Excellent.
Love it. Great idea.
Yeah, we've got regular quizzes. We've got next Monday, and then the Friday, and then the Monday, and that's it.
Yes, we've got a corporate one coming up, and also New Year's Eve at the railway at Portslade in Hove. It's £10. They're asking for £10 per person deposit, just so they don't get any no-shows. That will pay for your quiz entry. Will be taken off your bill, or if you need money refunding, they'll refund it on the back of that.
Fran's performance went really well. Good to hear.
I was right about In the Night Garden. That is so good when you're drunk.
So tinyurl.com/QA scores. That's where you can find our score sheet. We've got 13 teams in it at the moment.
Yes.
So let's fill it up a little bit more, shall we?
And little clue to round 3.
So we're what, 5 minutes in and I'm already being abused physically, like every single time? Smacks, strangles, hit with the head with a leak.
I was just doing a physical dingbat for round 3.
I've got a physical dingbat. It's going to be called Ouch, and it's going to happen in promptly about 8 or 9 minutes. New Year's, can you do a Downton Abbey quiz? If you do a Downton Abbey, a couple of questions. It takes us a lot longer to prepare a quiz, especially a subject like that. Yes, Charlie.
Yes, Charlie, you are so on the ball. Oh, thank you, Jocelyn.
Welcome back to Halogen Ball 2020. The fire breathing rubber ducks are in on Twitch.
It's very warm in here, isn't it?
It is. Open the door. Let Jesus return.
What? I've never heard that one before.
It's the hymn.
Is it?
We're very good, Jocelyn. We're a little bit more awake than we were on Monday.
Yes, for those who've just joined us, apologies for Monday. We were sadly lacking, and I think it sort of transmuted into the donations as well, which was fair enough, to be honest.
It was fair. Hello, Michelle.
Helen's having a quick run to get some coffee.
Good idea. I'm on tea. If I have coffee after 7 o'clock, I don't sleep very well.
I get a delayed reaction if I drink coffee after 7 o'clock in the evening. I'm going to hit you.
You've already shaken me.
I'm going to hit you in a minute. Yeah, if I drink after 7 o'clock, I'm sort of awake at 3 o'clock in the morning. Bronwyn hates In the Night Garden. That's because you've not watching it when you're drunk, Bronwyn. You watch it when you're drunk and it all makes sense. It does to me anyway.
Good news as well, I'm getting my hair cut tomorrow. It's finally going because I can barely do anything with this anymore.
Mine's on Tuesday. I've got all the way to Tuesday to go.
Oh, Bronwyn had a KFC. Amazing. I've had absolutely nothing to eat today. I think I had a slice of beef and that's it.
Yeah, we're really hitting on the diets at the moment.
Hello, Fiona. Hymn, colours of the day. There you go. Light up the fire, let the flame burn. Open the door, let Jesus return. Team Stuckers, Kelly on her own, is just logging themselves in on our score sheet. tinyurl.com/QA scores. If you can look in the corner as well, we've got 4.5 minutes left until we start the quiz. So if you are watching on recap, then you can just skip forward if you don't want to hear me and Mark waffle into silence.
Fair enough.
Where's your Christmas jumper? It's not anywhere near Christmas for us yet, unfortunately.
It's warm enough as it is without a Christmas jumper on.
Caroline Brooking says, "Evening Twitchers, I'm touring all the chats." She's a quizzy nomad. Lego head haircut, says Suzanne. Yes, it is. Pretty much. Yeah. I've not had one since... Well, I went up north because of my granddad passing away. So that was about the last time I had it. Well, in fact, it was even before that.
It's for that, wasn't it?
Yeah, so at least 2 weeks before that. So September I had it cut. Hello, Helen. Welcome back with coffee in hand, I hope.
So...
Sarah won't be playing tonight because she's at work, I think.
She's at work.
Mm.
She won't give me any grief for them.
She might remotely access us.
I give me something. So this week I've been having a tidy up into the eaves, and finding all sorts of weird stuff.
Mm.
You might as well put it up now because you're going to show it.
Well, everyone always talks about how nice our curtains are. In case you're not aware, those are the curtains. They have been edited to look a bit more bold. They are a bit more washed out than that. But we did find the original sample colour. So it's a bit stronger.
Yeah,
I don't know why you've kept it, but there you go.
I just wanted it as a memory.
Ah.
Because my auntie bought me the material for it.
Frank Halliday, so what is the music that's playing? It is our specially chosen music as to not pee anybody off on the copyright board. Currently it's Chakaman with Daisy.
Chakaman with Daisy. It was only uploaded 2 days ago.
I've added to the playlist anyway, it keeps getting live updated. I've actually got rid of our screen, so the pre-quiz lobby will now have the wrong time, so I'm going to get rid of that.
We'll just give it 1 more minute and then we'll get started.
Yeah, well, 3 more minutes because it's 19:57. Well, Charlie, I think you should be saving that for your therapist and not us.
I think that's a Smith's line that's been translated.
Ah. Also, don't forget as well, left of your team name is your guess for our Quiz Actually Has Felt Balls, which we are doing later on. Whoa, did I knock my tea over?
I thought you were going to Jamaica.
And the Mo Angels are in from Uckfield and Chichester. See you guys Monday, says Fran. Goodbye, Fran. I'm still tidying my room before I come back to New Year, says Bronwyn.
Yes.
Save it for the New Year, I think. Oh, Fran's going to have a new haircut too.
With her new haircut.
Hello, Beverly. I don't know why I called you Beverly there, Bev. I'm sorry. I'm channeling my inner Jean-Luc Picard there.
Right, I think we better get started with the intro.
2 minutes to go, yeah.
2 minutes, is it? Okay.
We have to stick to the schedule, as we're always really good at that, right?
And if you believe that, you'll believe anything.
How many times can you say Frank Holiday tonight? Frank Holiday, Frank Holiday, Frank Holiday, Frank Holiday. That's enough for me.
Are any of our Doctor Who convertees in the room? I've been causing a bit of chaos on one of the pages.
Oh.
What on earth are you doing?
Wait for it.
He's up to something. I've no idea. That was one.
Mm-hmm. Bronwyn's one of our Doctor Who converts. Frank says not enough. Use your Sunday name. I did, yeah. Yeah, so in case you did want to know, if you did want to know as well, we are back on Sunday the 20th of December for our Series 2 recap quiz. It's a rewatch quiz, so I recommend that you do rewatch the series if you haven't watched it for a while. And if you're a massive fan, like a few of the people were on the Doctor Who quiz, then you've got no worries at all because most of them knew more than we did and we watched the episodes not one day beforehand. So there you go. All right, we are now at 8 o'clock. Hello, David Roberts on YouTube, and Janet Jacobs says hello as well. And David Roberts can't wait, whether it's for this quiz or the Doctor Who one. Let's say it's both.
Intro.
That's the wrong one. This is what happens when I have to multitask. I have all the buttons and Mark sat there twiddling his thumbs, literally. There we go.
Because I'm not allowed, apparently.
You'd only break it. There we go. Right. I have a TARDIS dressing gown. That's awesome. I have a Batman dressing gown.
So we'll go into the intro, followed by a bit of Bacongate revenge.
To play, don't you know? We won't go straight to the floor. Smashing the glass and then a stupid argument. Something they said and because he didn't like it. Even though knows you, doesn't care cause he's barely even sober, doesn't know what you're doing, what you're saying, something's brewing in the air, you can feel it tonight, you're not alright, cause when he's broken and bleeding, he speaks without speaking, he says he'll fight to defeat them. Takes it to the street end until he's broken and bleeding. I speak but I'm speechless. It happens every weekend. Happens every weekend. Cause we like to play, don't you know? We won't go straight to the floor.
And as always, our thanks to Rats. So as well as everything else, we're sorting things through. No, hold on.
I know.
Hold on. So we're sorting things through, and I'm sorting stuff through, and I'm thinking Bacongate and how I could get my revenge. You can just click that, please. And I found this. This is why he is good at computers, because he started at a very young age. So that is Alex on my old Commodore 128 years and years and years ago.
And you thought the curtains in here were bad? Jesus.
That's my mum's fault. But there he is, little Alex.
Hello, Angela.
If your mum's in, she'd probably have to tell us how old you were at that stage.
Probably so. Didn't know you were going to do that. Thank you very much.
No, I told you I wasn't.
You said I'm going to do a bit more talking about rats. You cheeky, sneaky little man. Right.
You keep getting me on Bacongate. I'm getting you on that.
That is true. Okay. If you do want to donate, it is paypal.me/quiz actually. Any donation, even if it's big or small, is always really well appreciated from both of us.
Of course, if there is a demand for more young pits of Alex, then I'm sure I can accommodate.
Yeah, but don't forget who gets final say on this quiz. I get to look at it before I put it all up. Okay.
Yeah, but you didn't spot that one, did you?
No, I didn't. No. I'll be looking more in the future. Right. Before we do that as well, let's mention our balls. So quiz actually has felt balls. We have added more in this week. We have not taken any away, but do be aware that the balls vary in size. #CuteGate. Enough. You will be banned.
Oh, little cutie.
Get off the hair.
So there they are. How many's in there? You put it to the left of your team name on the score grid. You can put it in to score your 3 points, because you get 3 points if you're the closest but still under. 2 points if you're the second closest but still under. 1 point if you're the third closest but still under.
And if you are dead on,
you'll get 5 points.
If you're over, you get nothing, unfortunately. Okay, so it is round number 1. Get rid of that now. Don't give him too many ideas. So round number 1 is... Sorry, that was very loud. My apologies. Hello, Numrod says, a load of balls. Yes, indeed.
Felt balls.
That was weird. Let's never do that again. Right. So round number 1 is multiple choice. You will see a question and then 4 possible answers, A, B, C or D. You have 30 seconds to decide your answer. An additional 5 or 6 seconds to tell your team captain your final answer or vote. And we'll take away the wrong answers, leaving the one remaining correct answer, which is then worth 2 points. So there's no recap to this round. You get 30 seconds and that is it.
Okay.
Right, I'm going to do odds for this round for no particular reason. Here we go, question number 1. Number 1, what are lilies grown from? So what are lilies grown from? The answer is not the ground. Is it pellets? Is it seeds? Is it bulbs? Or is it bars?
We don't even have mummies in there. Lilies grown from mummies. I'm in that sort of mood, sorry.
Maybe, a little bit.
No, I meant that.
Oh, that, probably. There you go. No noise at all, no? Because we have to speak on a slight volume just so we know if anything's gone a bit wrong. That might have been a bit too loud. Okay.
Yolanda has just woken up, but it's fine. We're still on question 1.
You've literally not missed anything. You've missed 29 seconds, probably.
Oh, but you have missed a cute picture of Alex as a baby.
Oh, well, never to be seen again. Right, let's take away the wrong answers. Let's take away the wrong answers, leaving the one remaining correct answer. Lilies are not grown from pellets or seeds. It is bulbs. Bulbs. I don't know why I did that. That's what a bulb looks like, isn't it?
No, that looks like a dead one of them.
All right. Thank you for very gently shifting that away. Here we go.
Question 2. Which of the following is not a type of web image? Is it PNG, LPG, GIF, or JPG?
Charlie Grant says we won't be able to see any photos of Mark as a young'un because the camera is a fairly modern invention. If you do want to find a picture of me, he is etched upon the walls of a cave somewhere.
This is the abuse I get.
We did do one model of him on the side of a hill, but they couldn't fit in the...
You know why I mentioned about it getting violent? I think it's going to come sooner rather than
Use
later.
your words. Why don't you use your words? So a chum might be watching from Las Vegas. Well, hello, Las Vegas.
Excellent.
Sin City, as it were. Okay. That's your last few seconds to collect your answer.
Some aspersions against her friend.
That's what they call it, Sin City.
Yeah, but you don't have to remind them of it.
I'm sure they know.
And your answer, let's take away the wrong ones. It's LPG, which is liquid petroleum gas.
Right.
PNG is a transparent background format that we use all the time.
Literally everything.
GIF is, you know what GIFs are.
Graphical interchange format.
And JPG?
I don't know.
Is joint something group.
Mm-hmm.
Programmers group, I think.
I think, yeah, group makes sense. Okay. Question number 3.
No doubt Charlie Grant will tell us what JPG stands for.
I burned all my pictures of me as a child so they won't pop up ever, says Helen. PNG's portable network graphics. Thank you very much, Sophia, your brain box. Love it.
Love it.
Right, is that probably because
that Charlie's got competition, hasn't he?
And Joe says that's why I'm a top fan. Exactly. Top fan +1. Number 3, the hypothalamus is found in what part of the body? Would you find your hypothalamus in your liver, your gut, your ear, excuse me, or your brain? Surely that would be Peg. Oh, JPEG, right, yeah. Duh.
Joint as well.
Yeah, Joint Photographic Expert Group, yeah. Look at these people knowing more than we do. Love it.
Because I think they're looking it up on Google.
I don't know, I don't think Sophia did. I think Charlie Grant probably did. Charlie Grant is doing that as his side job. That's his side gig, our head researcher. Okay, so you've got a few seconds to finalise your answers, please. Please. So the hypothalamus is not found in your ear or your gut. Your hypothalamus is in your brain. Controls temperature, doesn't it, in your body, I think?
I have no idea.
Charlie?
Question number 4. When diver Victor Vescovo made the deepest dive ever to the bottom of the Mariana Trench in 2019, what was he saddened to find there? Was it Make America Great hat, a plastic bag, a missing submarine, or a dead body?
Oh, well, there you go then. Joint Photographic Experts Group, brackets, JPEG, close bracket, says Charlie. Thank you very much. We should really put that on our sheet so remember next time.
Well,
what the answer actually is for each of them. One of the most important functions of the hypothalamus is to link the nervous system to the endocrine system via the pituitary gland.
Helen's put a wonderful alternative answer as SpongeBob.
Alive or dead. Roman got this because she did it in science. She did it in a seance.
I've had a seance.
Alright, last few seconds to finalise your answer, please.
Bronwyn, I'm far worse than you at spelling. Don't worry. He takes the mick at me all the time. It's not the dead body or the missing submarine. It was a plastic bag.
Yeah, man has reached the very depths of the depths of the earth and ruined it with our plastics.
And also there's loads of plastic particles on Everest as well. So from the top to the bottom.
We have thoroughly ruined this planet. We don't deserve it. Number 5. What job did comedian Ramesh Ranganathan take on for his 2018 series on Sky One?
Glad you asked that. Said that one.
Mm-hmm. His real first name's Jonathan.
Yeah.
Is it a pub landlord, a GP or general practitioner, a paramedic, or a court judge? Joe Sangster is killing it so far.
Be careful, the police will be around.
It's still a little bit low. We're peeking into the yellow there. The hypothalamus controls body temperature, hunger, important aspects of parenting and attachment behaviours, thirst, fatigue, sleep, and circadian rhythms. So, you know, I was right. I was 1/10 right.
That's why your mother struggles.
Okay.
I hope she's not watching.
Shut 3 insults at me, please. But leave my mother out of this. Right. What job did Ramesh Ranganathan have on Sky One in 2018? It wasn't a GP. It wasn't. It was a pub landlord. The judge was on Dave. So it wasn't on Sky One, that one. So we might have tricked you a little bit with that one. It wasn't a court judge. He was a pub landlord.
Question number 6.
One for Claire Lennon.
Which stereotypical Scottish delicacy first made its appearance in a chip shop in Stonehaven, Western Scotland, in the 1990s? Was it a full Scottish breakfast, a deep-fried Mars bar, deep-fried haggis, or a Scotch pie? Comments?
Nothing currently on the YouTube or Twitch. And Helen Omerod is very appreciative of Charlie Grant's input there. Thank you.
Oh, sorry, Bromwell. I'm just really bad at spelling, so I know everyone takes the mick out of me, particularly in the quizzes.
Yeah, we never take bad spelling. We never take points away for bad spelling because some people it's just not their forte. Like maths. I can't do anything to do with maths. Anything.
I tried.
Yeah. Anything larger than double-digit addition, I'm gone. But I had an A-star in English, Lit and Language, so go figure. Okay, let's take away the wrong answers then.
Okay, let's take away the wrong ones. It's the Scotch pie, which I absolutely love. It is the deep-fried Mars bar.
I had 2 of them in a row once, and I had to sit down because I had a really light head, and I was like, my heart was...
Bit of a sugar rush thing going on.
My heart was beating very fast because, I was close to death. These days, you can pretty much fry anything.
Ooh.
I like that. It was
Nah, it'd take too much batter, wouldn't
one
it?
of my favourite one of my favourite Simpsons quotes is when Mo gets the giant deep fat fryer, and he says, "Oh, Homer, you can deep fry a buffalo in 48 seconds in this." And he goes, "Oh, I want it now."
That was a good impression, actually. Let's move on.
Claire Lennon's never had one either. Can't believe it. Number 7. In a classic version, this saw the traditional standard version of Trivial Pursuit, what colour is a science and nature wedge? Is it pink? Is it blue? Is it green? Or is it yellow?
I actually had to look at the sheet then for the answer, because I couldn't remember.
What's a star? Said Joe. I don't know what you mean. Joe Sangster, famed creator of brand new sentences every week.
The queen of randomness.
Okay, last few seconds to finalise, please. Alright, let's take away your wrong answers. So in Trivial Pursuit, what colour is a science and nature wedge? A star. Oh, sorry, right. You got me there. It's not yellow. It's not blue. It is green. Green for nature, I guess.
Possibly.
I don't know.
Possibly.
Alright, moving on.
Which country won the first Eurovision Song Contest? Was it Sweden, France, Norway, or Switzerland?
Don't attempt at an accent there.
I don't know what I was doing.
There was an attempt. Woman said, I was born in 1999. How do I know? I was born in 1991. I don't know. I don't know what your point was. Not Australia. No.
That's going to be weird.
Hashtag 2 minute Litigate.
Well, what's going to happen when Australia actually win one year? Is everyone just going to pile down to Oz?
It is weird. It's Eurovision. I know it's trying not to be exclusatory, but you could have something else.
It's purely because of the British audience, and then they wanted to get the Americans involved.
All right, let's take away the wrong answers. No accents this time.
It is Switzerland. I'm guessing after Brexit we'll get not nil points, but we'll get negative points.
And it was Refrain by Liz Assia. Okay. Definitely not England. Nope. I'll never forget when we did that Eurovision. Was it one of the people gone? They were the first team to ever get nil points for absolutely everything.
That was Norway.
Was it?
That was Norway. They've done it several times, unfortunately, but they've won it.
Why is Israel in Eurovision equals a lot? Said Joe. I don't know.
Politics.
I'm not a massive fan of it myself. Number 9. How old? Oh, this is going to be a fun one, if you can all remember this bar back. How old was painter Vincent van Gogh when he died in 1890? And obviously that's Vincent van Gogh with a G, not an H.
Are the England Bolters in tonight?
Hello, Sarah. It's not 20... Is it 27, sorry? Is it 37? Is it 40? Or is it 44? So it's not 3 of those, it's 1 of those. Yes, if any of you were there for a while ago, we somehow managed to get Vincent van Gogh in a round of things that end in G, which should not have been possible.
Might appear in our bingo.
It might appear in our bingo, yeah. I do need to make those. They will be getting made this week, I think. Well, next week now, but... Alright, so there are your choices. 27, 37, 40 or 44. Vince G is back, says Charlie. It was a Doctor Who episode, Helen. One of my favourite ones.
One of my favourite ones as well. That end bit where he goes back and they take him to the current day museum.
Yeah, Ryan Hall says, Van Gogh, that's a Lockdown 1 throwback. Indeed it is. It was not 44. It was not 27. He was only 37 when he died, only selling one painting, and that was to his brother-in-law.
Yes, that was for pity's sake.
Yeah, I think I only give him something like the equivalent of 9 francs.
Didn't he sell one to the doctor?
And your final question.
And final question. Question 10. Who is the only US president to serve more than 2 terms? Franklin D. Roosevelt, Ronald Reagan, George Washington, or Abraham Lincoln?
Because they're a member of the EBU that owns Eurovision, says Yolanda. That's why then.
Mm-hmm.
Bangalore episode made me cry, says Sophia. Yeah, I think if it doesn't make you cry, there's something wrong with you.
It was a cracking episode. Was that a Moffat one?
I don't think it was. It might have been a Gatiss one.
Doctor Who
I can look it up.
fans. Who wrote Vincent van Gogh episode?
Vincent and the Doctor was written by Richard Curtis. That makes sense.
Right.
That makes sense.
I remember that now.
Yes.
Richard Curtis, who wrote Love Actually and...
Charlie Grant says EBU equals everyone but Uruguay. All right.
Okay, let's take away the wrong answers in this round. It was Franklin D. Roosevelt. I know they're not allowed to do 2 terms, more than 2 terms consecutively, but are they not allowed to do more than 2 terms whatsoever?
Yeah, not allowed to do more than 2. The only way that they could do that is if they were a vice president and the president-elect was killed.
And then they could go for 2 elections on the back of that afterwards.
No, they could have a full term from that.
Right.
That's the only way.
So you can't do 2 terms, miss a one,
No.
and then have another one after that.
We can only do 8. 8's the maximum. And that once Franklin D. Roosevelt had passed away, they actually enacted a vote of Congress and the Constitution was changed.
All right.
So you couldn't vote.
He knows these things.
Yes. So Mark, let's give him a score at yourself. Score yourselves out of 20.
I shall give you one look at the balls. Let me put it in the middle. Oh, some of them are going green.
Yes, which is why it's useful to have our balls picture there as well. just in
Oh,
case.
while that's on, you saw last week how the balls were on the stool that I'm sat on, the wooden stool. Well, that is the padded seat that he is sat on. This is the inequality that goes on here.
The inequality?
The inequality.
Start the quiz and you bloody shook me around like a bloody ragdoll.
The gangster's got 20. Let us know your pass.
Answers to number 5 for round 1.
Number 5 was... A, pub landlord.
Gangator's got 20. Sorry. We shan't be making fun of that anymore.
Ging gang go.
Not going to sell me ice creams going that fast. Okay. So again, don't rush on the score sheet, but the most important thing for you to do is make sure your ball guess is on there.
Helen got 16.
Wonderful stuff.
Right, on to round number 2. Let's take a side for us this, I think.
Okay. Round number 2 is this.
A mixed bag of sport for you.
Yes, I will say this off the start that I am no fan of sport in the slightest. I don't particularly like any sport, and I knew 8 of these, and the other 2 I could have guessed. Stop being rotten poo bum, says Joe. I will stop. I'm very sorry, Joe.
Joe, have you been on the wine?
I want to be on the wine. I haven't got any in now.
No.
Right, I am going to do for this round the evens.
Evens? That means I'm forced to do odds. There's obviously going to be something nasty for me to pronounce.
Thank you, Charlie Grant. I said that at a quiz once and not one person knew what I was talking about. George Washington was in the Crown, was he? Angela says, I'm rubbish at sport. Me too. It's just been a while since we've done it, that's all. We try and make sure that everything gets a fair cop. Off you go.
Question number 1. In official Conquer rules, how many strikes per turn are allowed?
Before you ask, this is a sport.
We did say it was a wonderful mix.
Malbec and Coke. Andrea says she's never off the wine.
Sure, I wouldn't stand for that. Throw some slurs back. We'd like a good scrap between you two.
Nothing like sisters. So how many Conquer strikes are allowed per turn?
Malbec and Coke, that's a weird one.
It's a Spanish thing, I think. I think
is
Joe
it?
said it before.
All right. Oh, yes, of course. Yes, you did say it was a Spanish thing.
2 points for these, Bronwyn. Yeah, everything's worth 2 points tonight. Number 2. I will say as well, these are mostly British, UK oriented sports. Hopefully that won't be too offensive to you. Number 2, what R is Ronnie O'Sullivan's snooker nickname? So what R is Ronnie O'Sullivan's snooker nickname?
Fran's saying Jonathan, Jonathan, Jonathan. That will be on the Christmas special.
That'll be the Christmas one now, yeah. The Christmas one is on the 21st of December. It's one day after our Doctor Who quiz.
Charles put bloody no, I'm getting a reputation now. No? Question 3. The 2019 film Fighting with My Family centres around which sport?
Thirsty today.
No, it's Friday.
That's quick for you. Well, that's all right.
You cheeky git. He's being nasty to me again.
I'm not the one who shook you violently before the quiz started.
I didn't shake you violently. I shook you slightly.
I've got whiplash. Actual whiplash. Moving on to 4. Number 4. The song Blue Moon is best associated with which English football team?
A football?
Yes.
I wouldn't have a clue on this one, actually.
I would only know it because I have friends who are fans.
Yeah. Do they actually have fans? Because you saw them standing alone.
Goodbye, everyone. See you next week.
My jokes aren't that bad.
Boom, boom, boom. Is this thing on?
I'm so going to try and find recording. Question 5. You patronising little... Question 5. Which cyclist with initials GT was the winner of the 2018 BBC Sports Personality of the Year award? So you can have 1 point for first name, 1 point for surname. GT.
Like the drink. Gin and tonic.
No, he's not.
Jackie Cartwright says, I'm rubbish at sport and I'm proving it. It's a nice way of phrasing it. Bronman says, my dad knows this.
Phone a friend. You can co-opt him onto your team quickly. Question. Oh, I've got rid of number 6. That's good.
Moving on, question number 6. This sounds harder than it actually is. Have a think about this one. Number 6. Which common name for lateral epicondylitis would suggest you played a particular sport? So most people would know it as a different name. It's called lateral epicondylitis, but it goes by a more common name, one that ties heavily to sport. I didn't even see your comment, Charlie. I'm so sorry. I didn't see a comment on there. I can't see any of your comments apart from the Eric Morecambe one, and I did comment on you. Don't be hard on him, says Brumman. Who?
No, she says stop. Be hard on him. She wants me to be hard on you.
Oh, I see. So lateral epicondylitis, commonly known by something else with a heavily tied to sport.
Question 7 is a 50-50.
50-50.
That's 5.
Use your imagination. Think bigger.
I think thinking bigger is a trait you need, Mr. 4'9". Anyway.
5'2 3/4.
So he says 3/4. Anyway, which team won the 2020 Super Bowl? Was it the Kansas City Chiefs or the San Francisco 49ers?
Just says it's because you're too busy taking the mickey out of me to notice. I'm sorry. Sorry I didn't notice.
Yes, you're being cruel to Joe. That's my brownie point sorted.
Mm-hmm. So 50-50. If you don't know, just guess. You've got a 50% chance of being right. 50% chance of being wrong, so, you know. Swings and roundabouts. Moving on. Number 8. Due to Gareth Southgate's snappy dress sense, Marks and Spencer said that sales of what clothing item went up by 35% during England's 2018 World Cup run?
I love it, Jackie. That's why Alex needs the padded chair.
What's your team name, Jackie? You're going to lose some more points. You thought you were doing bad at sport before. Whew.
Helen, I think you might get this one, potentially.
It's probably the most far away from actual sport question there is, with a loose tie to sport.
Official Conquer rules?
Still a sport. The rules of a sport. This is clothing. Can't believe you're insulting my height, Jackie. There's one thing I can't abide. It's heightists. That's because I'm never the highest.
Yeah. It basically, it's because everyone looks down on him because of his height.
I've got lots of idols because I look up to everybody. Moving on, number 9.
Number 9. How many times has Lewis Hamilton won the Formula 1 Championship? You can have 2 points if you're spot on, 1 point for 1 either side, half a point for up to 2 either side.
I'm tiny, it's bad, said Helen. Indeed.
He's just bad and tiny.
I'm going to leave it. I was going to say something there. It's a bit too much.
Bit rude, was it?
No. It was just too far.
Okay.
My granddad said I should count myself lucky because my legs were only just long enough to reach the ground. Dear me. Can't beat those granddad logic, can you? Love those kind of jokes. And finally, question number 10. Oh, obviously number 9 was accurate as of the latest one.
As of now.
Yeah. Number 10. Who holds the record as the youngest ever world heavyweight champion of the world at 20 years old and 4 months? I will give you a clue. When asked about being the youngest winner, he said, I will also be the oldest. He isn't, though. The oldest person to... I'm going to get that. I remember who the oldest boxer to win the heavyweight championship was.
Yeah.
No, it was George Foreman.
All right.
He was 46.
Was that because he needed some money when the grills went?
He made so much money at the grills. So much money. We're talking about probably about $1 billion in royalties with that grill. He made more money on that grill in the first few years of him doing it his entire career. Good thing come in small packages, says Jackie. Indeed.
Not where I'm sat.
Don't forget the pea throwing championships held in Lewis every year.
I hope that's meaning actual green peas that you're throwing and not some other kind of pea throwing for a distance.
I'll also say as well, number 10, you have all definitely heard of this person, without a doubt. You've all heard of them, whether you're a boxing fan or not. Right.
Helen likes boxing. I've got this one. Helen, can you come round and box him then, please?
Baby bell rolling, says Charlie Grant. Yeah, so depressing, just one baby bell.
He loves that little fact.
Yeah.
Because it reminds him of him.
No. If you do like things to do with odd champions, there's one on Netflix called We Are the Champions, and the first episode is about the people who throw themselves down Cheddar Gorge. See who gets the first one. It's like all about the only woman who could potentially win it more than 3 times. It was her journey throughout of it, and you'd think it would sound really boring, but it was such captivating stuff to watch. It was so funny. Okay, let's jump into the recap. It wasn't boring. If you do it one more time, we're done. Right, bye guys. See you next week.
So what's everyone got planned this weekend? I've got nothing planned.
I'm getting a haircut and that's about it. And I'm so excited.
Oh, I've got a few things to do, but it's more of a correspondence day for me tomorrow. Getting a load of stuff done.
We were muted for a reason, Joe. We were discussing something. Don't worry. This time.
It was unmute exclamation mark.
Yes, ma'am. So if you do want to donate as well, we've had only a couple today, which is fair enough. There's not a lot of you watching. But if you do want to donate, it's paypal.me/quiz actually. As we said many a time, not trying to be preachy or annoying, but if you could send a couple of pounds our way, it would really help. As all of our money that we've earned this entire lockdown has been due to the kindness of strangers. So if you could carry on that, that would really help. More painting this weekend, says Bev. Delivering Christmas presents, someone said, but they've got to be deleted. I think we found Santa Claus and they deleted themselves before they got outed. Broman says she hates this question. I don't know. Thank you very much. Back episodes of the Night Gardener, says Frank, head writer.
Ooh, that could be fun. Or we could do, if it wasn't for the copyright reasons, we could do what happened next. Because there's lots of weird and wonderful things.
Oh, it was Claire making tiffin and mint slice and delivering Christmas presents. Ho ho ho. Lovely stuff. I'm getting a haircut and I'm going to carry on playing my new game that came yesterday, Cyberpunk 2077.
He's only been waiting for it since 2011.
When it first got announced, I was like, I'm going to pre-order that. And then it just got further and further away.
The amount of money they must have made on your interest they made on your money.
Well, I ordered a Kindle book, and I ordered that in 2009, and they still haven't delivered it yet. Because the writer keeps changing his mind. It's the book's I Am Locust. It was a sequel to a really big selling book.
Right.
The guy just keeps changing the date, and I've ordered it since 2009. Helen's walking the dog. She's doing some yo-yo tricks.
Weirdly, I was thinking of that.
What kind of dog have you got, Helen?
He's a very doggy person, this one.
Love me dogs. Got that today for 50.
Ooh.
Well, let's run through one more time and we'll jump into round two's answers. Bronwyn's seeing her mum tomorrow.
Oh, lovely.
Good stuff.
I should be seeing mine at Christmas.
Through the window of her home.
No, she's coming down for Christmas.
Hello, Kay Hughes. Ah, cross Jack Russell. Lovely.
Oh. If he's got behavioural problems, then I'm sure there are specialists you can take him to if he's that cross.
Thank you, Charlie. Cyberpunk 2077 is an open-world action-adventure story set in Night City, a megalopolis obsessed with power, glamour and body modification. Sophia has booked to have a Sunday roast at the pub with my mum. Fantastic.
Lovely.
I haven't had a Sunday roast in ages. Can't wait for Grandma to get down. Sorry, Grandma. Love you. There we go. Right. Let's jump onto there. Let's get on with our answers.
Charlie said body modification. Alex can be made virtually taller. He usually is in the programmes that he plays. That's true. That is actually true.
Yeah, but I also always play females, and if I can, so I don't know what that says about me.
It means you live in Brighton. That's because you live in Brighton.
I want to be taller and I want to be a girl, apparently. Right, let's get on with the answers. These are all worth 2 points each, as we said in the offset.
Go on, you can do these ones.
Okie dokie. Joe says everyone needs to rely on the kindness of strangers. True facts have never been spoken. And he's very angry. He's got little dog syndrome, said Helen. Chihuahuas are the worst for that. Okay, I'm going to get...
Speaking of little dog syndrome.
Rid of that one. So let's move on. So this is, in official Conquer rules, how many strikes per turn are allowed? You're allowed 3. And if you put varnish on it and put it in the oven, you'll never lose. Fiona's meeting her sister, who is travelling from London tomorrow, to exchange presents. Ah, lovely. Not seen her since February.
Oh.
Number 3. What R is Ronnie O'Sullivan's snooker nickname? He is Ronnie the Rocket. Ronnie the Rocket. Oh, very good, Andrea. So Rocket for number 2. Number 3. The 2019 film Fighting With My Family, I did reply to that, centres around which sport? It was based off some of the rock stuff. It's professional wrestling. I think it was Becky Lynch's family that it was based off of, but it was also produced by Dwayne Johnson. The song Blue Moon is best associated with Manchester City. Bronwyn has a cockapoo. I love cockapoos, they're cute. Manchester City for number 4. Number 5, the cyclist that won the 2018 Sports Personality of the Year was Geraint Thomas. If you got the Geraint, you get 1 point. If you got the Thomas, you get another point. If you didn't get only half of it, it's still Geraint on my respect. Charlie says, our pubs. I remember when they used to be open here. It was annoying because some of our pubs got open down here, but they still weren't busy enough to allow us to do quizzes, so we were still on catch-22.
Yeah. Speaking of which, if you've got a grassroots music venue in your area, they are allowed to stay open. I'm on about people being able to drink here.
Ugh.
They're able to stay open and serve you drinks without you needing food. So that is worth bearing in mind. Check out the local ones in your area because they do need your support.
Conch success is determined by the length of time you choose to marinate your conch in vinegar before baking it. True. Janet Jacobs just giving us a big smile. Good stuff. Let's move on. So, lateral epicondylitis suggests you'll be playing tennis because it's tennis elbow. So as long as you said tennis, that's all we need on there. Number 7, the team that won the 2020 Super Bowl, it was the Kansas City Chiefs. All ticketed events are allowed to serve alcohol without a substantial meal, says Sophia.
Not necessarily. You've got to be very, very careful. Pubs can't technically do it. I know some of them are doing it, but technically, within the rules, they are not allowed to do it. They have to be a accepted grassroots music venue to actually do that.
Oh, it was Paige, was it? I thought it was Becky Lynch. I got the wrong one. I'm not a massive fan of wrestling. I just have a passing interest. Thank you, Ryan. Moving on. Due to Gareth Southgate's dress sense, it was sales of waistcoats went up 35%, and nobody looked as good as Gareth Southgate. They all looked like they were trying too hard. Number 9. How many times has Lewis Hamilton won the Formula 1 World Championship? It is 7 times. So 2 points if you spot on, 1 point for either 8 or 6, and half a point for 2 either side.
That's
so 9
5.
or 5.
Yeah, I was helping you out with your maths.
Thank you. I did struggle. Number 10. Who holds the record as the youngest ever heavyweight champion of the world at 20 years and 4 months? Love him or hate him, he was one of the greatest. It was Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson for number 10. Also, I saw a footage of him. He's back on track. He's doing an exhibition match.
Yeah.
My God, he's terrifying. He's still the scariest boxer I've ever seen.
Okay. Be finalising your guesses on the felt balls, because we're going to do that at the end of doing these questions. So you've got to the end of doing these questions to put your the amount of felt balls you think are in that tub.
Oh, Helen, you got 4. Fair enough.
Right.
Suzanne got 20. Good grief.
Fiona got 22. Well, Fiona got 20 as well.
Didn't get 22. So once again, to left of your team name, that guess as well.
Oh, Sophia, sorry you got so badly on this round. We mix it up each week, so it's slightly different.
Yeah. Okay.
So on to this round, but Alex loves his graphics, and quite frankly, when I saw what he did with it, I thought, oh, this is good.
Here we go then.
So, homemade graphics by Alex.
Unfortunately, there's no audio as we're not allowed.
Yeah, normally we would have the theme tune on in the background, but we can't do that here. And that does actually work.
Sorry, we were muted.
You mean you didn't press the button?
Yeah. Thank you, Helen.
So as I was saying, you've been asking for this for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. Quite a few of you, so we decided to do it.
And in fact, we're only doing this round just so Charlie can get off our back. Every week his messages, can we do a James Bond round? Can we do a James Bond round?
Okay, so I like question number 1. We're going to give you a bit extra time on this. There are 7 answers, and you can have half a point for each of them, so it's worth 3.5 points. Name the 7 James Bond films that have a one-word title.
Bronwyn got them all wrong. That's a shame. Jenny Jacobs has given us a thumbs up.
As long as you're enjoying yourself, Bronwyn, that's all that matters.
Yes. Thank you for reminding us that we were muted. Happens every week, pretty much. Right, yeah.
Yeah, but you make a big thing when I leave it muted. When you weren't here and I was doing it all on my own.
I wasn't making a big thing. I was trying to get your attention because you didn't listen to me for the last 5 minutes. Helen says, sorry, don't like James Bond. Oh no, this is not your quiz then, is it? We really missed the mark for Helen tonight.
Question number 2.
Question number 2. In which Bond movie does Pussy Galore appear?
Most of them.
Played by the lovely Honor Blackman, who was the oldest Bond girl up until the most recent Bond.
All right.
Yeah, if only I could have used the James Bond theme, and that would have been so much better.
I reckon that would work perfectly to time as well.
So which movie did Pussy Galore appear?
Right, there's not many to choose from here. Who played James Bond in Die Another Day? First of 2 questions on this film. So the second question might help you out if you don't have a clue on this one.
It might do, yeah. As always, in the score sheet, let us know what kind of round you'd like to see. Obviously, the less specific they are, the easier they are to make. So bear that in mind.
Yeah, we can't do anything too specialist.
Yeah.
Oh, Bronwyn's seen all the films, so we're expecting good things from Bronwyn.
She might make it back for round number 2. So we'll see.
I'm sorry if you can hear that dog yelping in the background.
All day, every day. It's not the dog, it's the weird kid screaming in his yard. Anyway. Number 4. In which James Bond film does actress Jane Seymour play Solitaire? Charlie Grant is loving this round.
Solitaire was one of my favourite Bond girls. I think she just played it with class. And then one of my other favourites ones... no, we're not mentioning it, so I can mention it. Well, I don't want to give anything away, that's all. My other favourite is one who actually got slated as a Bond girl. And that was Halle Berry. I thought she was brilliant because she just played it so funnily.
My favourite was Denise Richard as Christmas Jones, because there's no actor in the world that could have played Christmas Jones as a sensible, believable character. Fantastic.
Yes,
it wasn't really my favourite.
Yes, and there was the obvious comment that was made in the dialogue.
Yes. Claire Lennon's also loving this round. Good stuff.
Good. I hate people who say good, and I've just done it. 5. Is it me? Yes, it is. What is the name of the next Bond film due out, which has had its release delayed twice due to COVID-19?
This was supposed to come out on my girlfriend's birthday. We were really excited about it, and then it got bloody postponed.
And then it's been postponed yet again.
We love this round as well, says Michael. We want this round more often, says Michael. We're thinking of doing maybe a James Bond quiz for a one-off.
Yes.
We wouldn't do a per movie one because I don't think you'd remember most things from one individual film.
No, we do a series of mix and match questions from across films. We're trying to build up the Doctor Who fan base on that side of it, coming to and getting a reputation with those before we try and hit the Doctor Who fan base.
The James Bond fan base.
Charlie Grant, you were doing so well. We don't give him any rounds whatsoever, ever again.
Now. You've ruined it. Number 6. What Secret Service agency does 007 work for? Looking forward to seeing this. Rami Malek's Bond villain, says Sophia. Yeah.
Shh, don't tell anybody. And please, no Doctor... I'm completely avoiding Doctor Who spoilers for the Christmas special. So please, no Doctor Who spoilers.
No.
You would definitely find yourself banned if you did that to me.
I'm going to find the biggest one and save it to the end of the quiz, just for you guys.
Better not. Anyway, you spoil it for yourself if you look it up. Question number 6.
Number 7.
7 even. Oh, I like this one. Who played Verity, a fencing instructor, in Die Another Day? So the fencing instructor in Die Another Day, that might help you with the Bond who was in this film as well.
I always like that joke. It was Sean Connery sitting on his couch and all the books fell on his head and he said, I can only blame my shelf.
I'm going to get some water.
Ba-dum-tsh.
Indeed. I'm listening though.
I've been hiding from Doctor Who spoilers too, says Helen. Good idea. Yeah, I have to unfold the Reddit when it comes to Christmas and New Year. Otherwise it gets ruined. Halford's selling Doctor Who spoilers, says Caroline. Very good. I'm sorry, Sophia.
There's one big spoiler that's been announced, and I think everyone was expecting it.
I wouldn't do that then. Don't spoil it for somebody else if you.
No, I'm not.
Spoiled.
No, I'm not saying it's out there. But on the back of that,
people are avoiding it. You're saying.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm just saying there's one spoiler out there that's come out.
Well, they might not have seen it.
I'm not going to say what it is.
Right.
Okay. But because of that, I think they're hiding a bigger spoiler underneath it, in the way that everybody didn't know about Joe's character, because that was hidden by something else happening in that episode.
Exactly. Hashtag spoiler no spoiler gate. Don't even hint. One of my worst things when people do that into films is like, and that spoiler halfway through the film is going to be great for you. So like, well, now I know there's a spoiler. So whatever I'm expecting, I can expect the opposite. That really annoys me. That's my worst bugbear when it comes to films. Moving on, number 8. Naomi Harris has played Eve in the more recent Bond movies. What is Eve's surname? I really hope this is a good special. I feel like the last New Year's Day special was a bit of a letdown. I don't remember watching it.
Yeah, it's the one with the last one was the one with the Dalek that reformed itself, and she created her screwdriver from bits of steel.
No, I don't remember. Terrible memory when it comes to these sort of things.
I think that was that one.
Moving on.
Number 9.
The one where the Dalek attaches itself to a girl's back.
Yes, that's the one.
I definitely don't remember that.
Hmm?
I definitely don't remember that for some reason.
Number 9. Who played James Bond in The Man with the Golden Gun? Try and think of the back-to-back picture. That might help you. Of whoever played Bond plus the villain. Back-to-back was the poster for the film.
It's one of the ones I remember a lot, The Man with the Golden Gun. I don't remember why.
I think it's because... No, I can't say because that might give it away who...
It's one of those, I remember all the scenes in it as well. Just the snow scene and all that sort of stuff. I don't know why. So Bond in The Man with the Golden Gun. Call him the Man with the Golden Eyeball. And he also sells false teeth.
What are you prattling on at?
Someone needs to tell me they know what that's from. The Man with the Golden Eyeball, he also sells false teeth. Come on, help me out, please. And finally...
Thank God.
Who described James Bond as a blunt instrument wielded by a government department? Was it the character of M, the character of Goldfinger, or author Ian Fleming? Not keen on James Bond either, said Yolanda.
Okay. We do try and mix things up a little bit.
It is one of the more specialist rounds we've ever done, I think.
But we had a lot of... We have, as much as we joked about Charlie asking for it, there's been quite a few people that have put it in there. That
there
they
you
wanted
go. Razel on Twitch has said Frontier Psychiatry. Yes.
You need front lobes.
You must have heard Frontier Psychiatry.
No, but you need front lobal psychiatry.
You've heard
I haven't.
Frontier Psychiatry. You definitely have.
I haven't.
Yes, you have.
I haven't got a clue what it's about.
It's a song.
Oh, is it? We can't play it.
Oh, we can because it's on mute.
No, because it'll go through on theirs. He's just played me a bit.
Lies.
No, genuinely, I've never heard of it.
Stop going on about Doctor Who, says Bronwyn.
Okay.
Okay. To be fair, we can talk about what we like, Bronwyn. This is our quiz. Okay.
But we won't.
Fast finger on that button then.
Well spotted.
Love this round. Big Bond fan, says Jackie. Good stuff.
Well, we try and mix it up a little bit.
Okie dokie.
Time for the recap.
Time for the recap. Let's get us back to there. Let's get us back to there. Put the right playlist on.
You've got 2 PowerPoints there.
Yeah.
Doesn't work when there's 2 PowerPoints on.
Right. So make sure you've got that. That'll be stuck in my head now, says Rachel on Twitch. The boy needs therapy.
He does.
You crazy, the coke and that.
Yep.
Right, money pot. Felt balls time. Have you felt your balls? Right. We've got
Gangsters we need to know of.
Charlie in Lockdown Factory, the guy who doesn't know much, Portrait Cock at Midnight, and the Gangsters. Make sure you do get your guess on that sheet, please.
And Quizzards as well.
Quizzard Harry. There we go, got a couple in there. So it's Charlie, the guy doesn't know much, that's not the same thing, and Portrait of a Cock at Midnight.
It could be though, couldn't it?
And Quizzard Harry. If you need to get your scores, your money felt ball guess on there as well, please. You've got about 30 seconds. You've already put your score in the grid already, says Charlie. Oh, there you go, yeah. Get a load of you.
So just, I can see the blanks, so they're actually putting the scores in because we can see it red.
Indeed. Lovely, lovely.
It looks like the quizzes are just coming in now. They've just put theirs in. I could have worked this out.
Tell you what it was earlier.
I went from that, so it's that.
One job.
Yeah, pressing the mute button.
While I'm juggling 3 screens and you're twiddling your thumbs and yawning.
He's been in a real grumpy mood all day.
Stop yawning at me then.
I don't think these games do you any good.
You don't do me any
They
good.
just make you angry.
You don't do me any good.
Because you don't do very well at it.
So the guy doesn't know much.
Right, so we need to put those in a spreadsheet, please.
Guy doesn't know much. You've got a few seconds left. Please make sure you get your number in there. Otherwise it won't be counted. That's okay, Bronwyn.
You tell him. You tell him, Bronwyn. Right, well, we'll put those in order. We can always slot that in a second.
Yes. I don't know why it never works on that sheet.
So remember, if you get it spot on, it's 90. If you get it spot on, it is 5
points.
5 points. If no one gets it spot on and you're the closest but still under, then it is
3 points.
3 points. And then 2 points and 1 point for the ones underneath that. If someone does get it spot on, then the next score that you would get is still 2 points.
And as always, if you are here on a Friday, that means you have the advantage of knowing more than ones on Monday. Going now, see you Monday, says Fran. Goodbye, Fran.
Right.
He doesn't know much. I still don't have your number in.
So that's too late then. Let's do it. While this is running in the background, we can do it.
Okie dokie.
So start at the bottom then.
Yes, Sophia on her lonesome over on Twitch, I believe. You've got 75.
That was how much it was on Monday. So you're under.
Tommy plus 4 has 77.
Under.
Lone Angela have 87.
Is under.
The Alamo Angels have 88.
Is under.
The Quizman and her and Kerno have 89, as well as the Bev Brainiacs.
Is under.
Shall I put the actual thing up there so you can see? We've got the Wombles of Wokingham, 91.
Is under.
The Neighbours with 93.
Is under.
The Fire Breathing Rubber Ducks with 94.
Is spot on. So 5 points to the Fire Breathing Rubber Ducks, 2 points to the Neighbours, and 1 point to the Wombles of Wokingham. You can put that into your onto your score grid in the bonus column.
I'm going to zoom in on there just so you can see. So that's 5 points for the Fire Breathing Rubber Ducks, 2 points for Neighbours, And 1 point for Wombles of Wokingham. Well done. Getting lots of spot on. I think we're giving you too many clues, I think.
Well, that's going to be a bit weird.
I know, it has, isn't it?
Well, that's because you had 2 open, did it? Is it?
No, it's just because I've done it wrong. There you go.
You did it wrong?
No.
Did you?
No, the box was wrong when we left it last time, because I had to do something for you. Helen Omrod says, I said 95. Oh, you were 1 out.
Right.
I'm going to give you a couple of extra seconds on that one because we did have half of the questions removed while we did the points there. So I'll give you a little extra second on that one. What's everyone drinking right now? I'm on the water.
Yes, we're on water. I'm on water too.
I would like some more of that mead, but I think we'd save it for Monday. I think it's our Monday night thing.
Yeah, I might have 1 bottle that the wonderful quiz had sent over.
Bronwyn says, Alex, leave him alone. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Bronwyn. She keeps telling you this, but you won't listen.
I know. What am I like, eh? Helen has finished her coffee. Spell check, please. Bez Brainiacs and Duke Bree. Please spell... What? Bez Brainiacs? I didn't spell it. You guys did.
Yeah, you put your own spelling in, not us.
I didn't change it, unfortunately. Bacardi and Coke, says Suzanne. Love a good Bacardi and Coke. Alright, let's get back onto that screen.
Tell you what I like, my Christmas tipple while he's transferring over is 2/3 Baileys, 1/3 Cointreau. And then give it a bit of a stir, throw a bit of ice in there, and that is my late Christmas Eve tipple.
Cider, says Carrie Lee. Is that a celebratory one? As you were correct. Old Carrie Lee from those ducks. Hi Stephen, can you hear me? It's Clem Fandango, says Joe.
Scaramouche.
Oh dear. You should shake it, not stir it, said Mark. And Carrie Lee says defo. It's definitely a celebratory cider. Okay. So,
Answers, I haven't got my answers up.
well, that's not very good, is it?
No. So I shall say this and then Alex will put them up. So we have Goldfinger, Thunderball, Moonraker, Octopussy, GoldenEye, Skyfall, and Spectre.
Sorry if I did say Bev Brainiac. I meant to say Brainiacs. It might have been a jerk with the buffer.
That again, Uncle Mark.
Oh dear. So there you go. Goldfinger, Thunderball, Moonraker, Octopussy, GoldenEye, Skyfall, and Spectre. They were worth half a point each. A pint of gin with a squeeze of Lemming. That poor Lemming.
And then she'll jump off the cliff because she's a bit bonkers.
Number 2. Which Bond movie does Pussy Galore appear? Goldfinger. And less said about that, the better. No, well, we've got all the same number there. I do apologise, guys.
Oh, yeah, I haven't updated the number. Sorry. Well, you didn't update the number.
You should have checked.
And
That was your
and
excuse last week.
then you check afterwards.
Why should I check my stuff? I only check your stuff. Who played Bond in Die Another Day? It was Pierce Brosnan.
That's question 3.
Yes. Sorry, that was number 3.
Question number 4. James Seymour playing solitaire, absolutely sort of regally, playing the psychic until Roger Moore has his way with her. It was Live and Let Die. Great film. First Bond film I ever saw when I was a kid. And the bit at the end where the guy in the skull is riding on the train frightened the life out of me for the next several days.
I did watch the behind the scenes with the when he steps on the alligator's head, so that was all real. They weren't fake. They were real alligators. Next up, this one is number 5. The name of the Bond film, cancelled because of COVID, was No Time to Die. No Time to Die.
What place is on this one?
Oh well.
You do this one then.
Well, you did Live and Let Die, so... Number 6, which Secret Service agency does 007 work for? It was, of course, MI6.
I like what you did with that.
Thanks. The screen's showing question number 1 because we didn't pay attention to our work. It's supposed to go through 2 rigorous checks, and the rigorous check didn't go through. Number 7.
Who played Verity, the fencing instructor in Die Another Day, was the marvellous Madonna. People slate Die Another Day as a song. I think it's one of the best Bond songs going. I absolutely love it. It works so well with everything that was going on in that film.
No.
I love it. It's my second favourite after
Live and Let Die.
Live and Let Die.
My favourite's Nobody Does It Better by Carly Simon. Xander Grogan's missed the Bond round. Damn. You can always stop now and watch it on the recap. Next up, this one is number 8. Naomi Harris played Eve, and she will now be known as Miss Moneypenny. Ooh, I'm not on the screen there. Oh well, you know what it means. Moneypenny.
What are we up to now? Number 9. The man in the golden gun was Roger Moore.
Is it social distancing then? Oh dear. And then finally, question number 10. A blunt instrument wielded by a government department. The man who knew him best. It was, of course, Ian Fleming.
I don't get how you couldn't. You got these wrong when they were right on the questions.
I agree with you, Mark, about the Bond themes.
Yeah, I think that Madonna's was because of the way it was done for the intro to that film. I think it was just an absolute brilliant. It was very Bond-like. It was something different to anything else that was going on at the time.
Xander Grogan is actually correct. I know we're not playing favourites, but Xander is correct. His favourites are Nobody Does It Better, You Know My Name, and Skyfall. Yes, they are all good. They are all the top 3. You are correct. You have won. All right. So give us your score on the side as well. Let us know how you did. And we're going to move on to your 4th and final round. Round number 4. Helen got 2 points. Well, at least you got more than 0. That's all you can say.
21.5 for Bev.
Trying to uphold my championship title of random, says Joe.
I think you're well ahead on that one, Joe.
Don't forget, round number 3, there were potentially more than 20 points. If you do see a red dot on the score sheet, just ignore it. It's fine.
It just tells us if someone's put more than 20 points on a screen.
Yeah, just so we can tell at a glance. Okay. It all ends with...
The letter...
W. I don't know why they call it a W. It's actually 2 V's.
It's English.
Yeah. None of it makes sense.
Especially to our American friends.
Exactly. It's one of the hardest languages to learn, isn't it, English? Because we've got a word for everything.
Yeah, but after Iceland's the worst.
Oh, yeah. Icelandic's the hardest to learn, I think. 21.5 for Jackie Cartwright. Well done. Yeah, my friend who's Dutch says it's just all their language is so literal. Like a kettle, we call it a kettle. They just call it a water boiler.
Yes.
It's a device that boils water. There's no need to give it another name. Vincent Wangoff. Ooh, that sounded rude, didn't it? Said Charlie Grant. How are we scoring question 1?
Half a point for each of them, so it's worth 3. Go on, you go, Mark.
Sorry, it's worth 3.5 points. Number 1. So it's half a point for each one you got correct of the 7. Right. I'm going to do odds for this one. So all of your answers end with the letter W. Or double V.
So what are you giving me? Odds or evens?
I'm going to do odds. Number 1. Which legend would you find the Headless Horseman? So which legend would you find the Headless Horseman?
I've just spotted question 6. That's why you're doing odds. Making me do question 6.
Sorry, we were muted again because Mark went for a cough.
Yeah, I went out of the way so
I know.
So
you
it
can
wouldn't
still
get
hear
heard.
it outside. Problem got 3. That's not that bad.
That's all right.
If you don't know anything about it, you still got a few points on it.
Question number 2. Which TV show included the catchphrase "Suit you, sir"?
Thank you very much for that donation of £5 there. It's very kind of you. You know who you are. Soon we'll be setting up a way for people to donate directly through our YouTube channel as well. I'm working the specifics on that one, so I'll let you know. Just for those, there are a few people who can't use PayPal and might be able to use their YouTube. So it is in the works. Mark, Animal Welfare been on. They'd like you to return that frog that's in your throat.
It's usually because of my mistreatment of him.
Weirdly, it's Mondays and Fridays that we both end up getting a weird cough in the day.
Yeah.
We're fine all week and then it's like, quiz day.
My throat just goes really weird, doesn't it? Particularly on Monday mornings for some reason.
Yolanda's not drinking anything at the moment. Going to have an Ovaltine after the quiz. Oh, you can't beat a bit of Ovaltine. Roman, you can get a drink whenever you like. You can always pause us. Number 3. Number 3, who is the patron saint of Scotland? Who is the patron saint of Scotland? We've had a few Scottish questions tonight. In fact, we had an extra one, and I took it out because I thought it was a bit too heavy on Scotland, because I want to use it in case we have a Scottish round.
Okay. Well, if we manage to get a New Year's quiz in, that would be a good time to do a Scottish round for Hogmanay. But it won't be on New Year's Eve, because we've got a quiz on New Year's Eve elsewhere. A live quiz in a pub.
What sort of animals does Charlie think Alex is? If anyone can guess my favourite animal, I'll give you 10 points.
And if you can comment on a very tiny animal, then I might give you points as well.
Helen says, I'm doing better this round. Good.
Good. Question 4. The prefix neo, as in Neolithic, neo-Nazi, neonatal, means what?
I don't think anyone would ever guess. I do love dogs, but they're not my favourite animal.
No?
No, I'm offering 10 points because it's such a obscure one. I don't think you'd get it. Frank said a hamster. It's not. I'm allergic to hamsters. In fact, I'll probably be allergic to this animal. I just don't know. Naked mole rats, said Joe. They are cool.
I know what you'd be allergic to.
What?
Tyrannosaurus rex.
Tyrannosaurus rex?
You'd be dead by the end of it. It's that lethal to you.
Slough? My favourite animal's not a slough. Goldfish, unicorn, no.
Sloth. She was meaning, not a unicorn.
Not a unicorn, no. Goldfish, love a goldfish, but no. Helen, Umrod, otter, no. Chinchilla, no. Llama, no. Sorry, let's get on with it. Number 5. Starting most westerly, between which 2 cities does the West Coast mainland run?
So it would be the second city that ends in a W.
But you need both of them. Llama, dormouse, no.
Are you giving 1 point each?
Yes. Pangolin, said Anna. No. Dog, chimpanzee, cat, panda, squirrel, said Bev. Nope. Love dogs, but my favourite animal is not. Koala bear, they're cute, but no. I'm going to give you 1 more minute to guess, because otherwise you're going to be here all night.
Question number 6. Here we go. I've got no idea on this pronunciation. He's set me up yet again. So I'm going to read it from the script. Look at him. He's crowing already.
A wombat, no.
Jennifer Lawrence played Dominika Ergogovria
Ow.
in which 2018 Russian-themed spy thriller.
Spy fella, Jesus Christ. Not a sloth, no. Not a giraffe. Giraffes are cool, but no. Not a lizard, Beth. Whale or elephant, no. Love an elephant, but they're not my favourite animal. Ah, dear. No, not a dog. Right, you've got another 30 seconds to guess. If anyone guesses it, you get 10 points.
Yeah, you've had enough guesses.
Yeah. Otherwise, you would guess it eventually. You know, infinite monkeys, infinite typewriters, that kind of thing. It's not a monkey either.
Number 7.
Number 7. John Paul II was Archbishop of which Polish city before becoming Pope? Meerkat, no. Chipmunk, no. I prefer Dame Shirley's Bond theme, says Yolanda.
Okay.
I mean, she had 2 to get it right. Penguin, no. Not a gruffalo. Not a fish, not a snake.
Right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It is
A duck-billed platypus. Like I said, it was very hard to get. That's why I give it 10 points. Spider? God, no. They're cool, but good.
I saw someone put chipmunks. Chipmunks are the cutest animals in the world. When I was up in Banff, on top of the mountain where there's tons of them, so cute. And there was one guy, he had his finger like this, and the chipmunk was putting its paws over him, and he was lifting it up because they're only about, say, so high anyway, and he was lifting it about 4 inches off the ground, and then it would let itself go, and then it would stand there with its paws ready for it to happen again.
Calling me a weirdo for, Joe?
Wow,
Duck-billed platypuses are amazing. They're the only other mammal other than echidna that lays eggs. They've got the face. They've got the body of a dog, a beaver, and a duck. They sweat milk. They've got a poisonous claw under their armpits. They're amazing.
And they've got a big fat tail.
Yeah, giant tail, like the tail of a beaver. It's amazing. Like they brought back the duck-billed platypus several times to get it taxonised in England, but they kept just saying that's not real. Take it away. Anyway, number 8.
Number 8. Can I go on?
Yes.
Can I go on now?
Yes.
Oranges and lemons, say the bells of St. Clement. But what does the great bell of Bow say?
Sophia says they dig up gravel to help them break down their food. I know, they're bananas. I love them.
I was watching, it was on repeat, David Attenborough at 90. It was on Sky Arts last night.
David Attenborough at 180 then?
No, at 90.
So
And it had Chris Peckham on. And they had this stone that had been in a dinosaur, which they used to help the digestive system.
Mm.
They were quite happy.
They are poisonous. They're venomous. Oh no, they are poisonous. You're right. That's one of the few times you can say an animal's poisonous.
Moving on.
Number 9. Who is the one-time wife of Frank Sinatra, Andre Previn, and ex-partner of Woody Allen, who also starred in Hannah and Her Sisters?
It's Andrew Preview.
Andrew Preview, yeah. Again, this would be a trickier question, but you know that the surname ends with a W.
Yes.
You could tell God was getting bored when he made him. Yeah. Make it like a dog and a beaver and throw a beak on. Throw what on? A beak. You're a monkey. What? We're all monkeys, Bronwyn. If you go back far enough.
Yes, my favourite tale of evolution...
I think you need some gravel.
Yes, please. My favourite tale of evolution is a species of bird that happen along this big volcano. So it's on a volcanic island, but there's one bit where there is actually no birds and they don't cross each other. And the song of the bird changes ever so slightly the more round the volcano it gets, to the point that if you put the two bits of the two ends together, they won't mate because they think they're two different species.
Oh.
Question 10. The Time Warp and Sweet Transvestite are songs from which cult musical?
They have the right notes and that's in the right order.
Indeed, Joe.
What's wrong with me? Says Bronwyn. Lots of things. Also, I saw on the BBC Sound Archives they have the last recording of the final ever species of bird in the Amazon. And it's so sad because it's calling out for a mate that can never respond because he's the last one.
Oh.
It's really sad. It's like, I saw it on YouTube and I put it on my Facebook. I was like, do you want to cry this morning? Watch this. Okay. Let's get on with the recap. I put the wrong one up there. Don't be doing that.
So PayPal is there on the screen if you would like to help us out. It is a little down at the moment to your usual average. And we generally do. This is our only money we got coming in.
But yeah, for those few people who did donate, I think there's 3 or 4 of you. Thank you very much.
That's quite noisy. What's going on? You can talk while I'm doing this. 1, 2.
Also, when you're coming back talking about the gravel helping them break down the food, did you know that I think it's sea otters have their own favourite pebble, and they keep it in a little pouch?
Yeah.
How cute is that? They have their own favourite pebble.
Elephants eat rocks because of the minerals to get out of it, and they also eat. They found that they eat charcoal from human fires because the charcoal helps them with digestion as well.
Also, a humane way of keeping an elephant in their habitat is to put spicy chili peppers on the fence rather than barbed wire or...
Yes, they don't like it.
Yeah, they eat it and get scared and run away. Reminds me of the penguin in the Pebble film. I don't know that, Sophia. Guinea pig, says Yolanda. A little bit late on that one, unfortunately. Brahma says, I think he needs to go to bed. I need some food.
Yeah, he's only small. It's way past his bedtime. Are we on time? All right, just about time. Right.
Yep, let's run through one more time as we chatted over all that. Sorry. Feeling extra chatty tonight to make up for how low effort we were on Monday,
Oh,
unfortunately.
we were so
tired.
so drained, so tired on Monday.
Do you ever get that near the end of the year where you don't feel tired until the end of the year, and then the entire year catches up with you and you go, wow, I am really knackered. This entire year's been really draining. I think everyone's going to do that this year. But
Yeah, just hit the vitamin D tablets. Just also is apparently beneficial with COVID and stopping you either making it worse.
allegedly, we will say.
Yeah. But no, I mean it's coming from a health organisation.
Oh, thank you very much. We've had a couple more donations. Thank you so much.
Someone who loved the bot said thanks for the James Bond round.
That's very kind of you. Thank you so much. Again, we're not trying to make it come off as we're trying to plead for your money, but it just helps us. That's all.
It really is necessary for us, I'm afraid.
And it also makes us feel like you've actually enjoyed the service that we
Yeah.
provide as well,
Yeah.
in a way. Okay. Let's not get too preachy. We don't want to do that. It's nearly Christmas. Right, let's get on with the answers. These are all worth 2 points each.
2 points.
2 points each. And I'll get rid of that donate button. There we go. And these all should have the correct number next to their answer, I hope. Fingers crossed.
I don't know how you could manage not to do it right on the other one.
I don't know how you didn't see it. Vitamin D2, says Helen. That's the one. All right, here we go.
Question number... What am I doing?
I don't mind. You can do my answers if you want.
Okay. So the legend that you would find the Headless Horseman is in Sleepy Hollow.
By Washington Irving.
Mm. Suit you, sir.
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 Is the Fast Show. Fast Show for number 2.
Johnny Depp was in that, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He wanted to be part of that sketch, which was very bizarre.
Go on, Bronwyn, tell me something funny. And Anna says, when is Mark going to mention Once Upon a Time? Oh, I can't wait for the bingo card, guys. I'm so excited for it. If you have any suggestions for the bingo card, please let me know. Email quizactually@yahoo.com. So that's quizactually@yahoo.com. Let me know the things that Mark says all too often, just in case I don't hear it somehow. Okay? So that's quizactually@yahoo.com. Please email us with what you think should be on that bingo card. So the patron saint of Scotland is St Andrew. St Andrew for number 3.
So is this going to work? You're just going to give them a list of things,
Yeah, I'm going to make a bingo card.
and then they fill it in with the words.
I'll see that, yeah.
Neo means new.
Cheesy pois. What? Cheesy pois. I don't know what you mean, Joe. I'm sorry. Number 5.
It's Joe being random again.
Yeah, starting with the most westerly. Between which two cities does the main West Coast mainland run? It is.
That was the other question.
Yeah, London and Glasgow. So the W was a big clue there. So 1 point for London, 1 point for Glasgow. Number 6.
Jennifer Lawrence and the other person were in Red Sparrow.
Red Sparrow.
Wouldn't know that one.
Started watching it now, and I love it. Thanks, Mark, for going on about it. Oh, Anna, don't encourage him.
Where are you up to, Anna?
John Paul II was the Archbishop of Krakow. So it's a different way of saying the W there. Krakow for number 7. Well done if you got that one.
Oranges and lemons say the belts of St. Clemens, but I do not know, says the Great Bale of Bow.
I do not know. If you put I don't know, we don't have to be too specific on that one. Number 9. The one-time wife of Frank Sinatra, Andrew Previn and Woody Allen was Mia Farrow. Mia Farrow. If you follow her on Twitter, she absolutely despises President Trump. Like, more than I've seen of anybody.
More than Woody.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh my God. Every day she tells him to go F himself. It's incredible. And finally, number 10.
Doing the time warp with the sweet transvestite. Your mum's favourite film is The Rocky Horror Show.
It's the longest touring theatre cinema show of all time. It has never left the cinemas.
And each series has its own arc, which is potting it down.
God.
And it basically keeps folding in on itself.
Like a book.
I can read you like that. So yeah, it's a great series because every episode has 2 parts. One where they're in the real world, not really knowing who they are, and the other one is when they were in the Enchanted Forest, as it's called, when they were in the book tales. And each episode, they sort of mirror each other, what's going on in both sides.
Mm-hmm. So get your scores in, guys, and we'll do the score reveal in 5 minutes, as we are 5 minutes ahead tonight. Love the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Well done for naming it the correct one.
The Rocky Horror Picture Show was the actual film.
But yeah, it's never left cinemas since it came out.
Yep.
It's always playing somewhere.
And there's something like 9, I think it's 9, a minimum of 9 touring, or before lockdown, there was 9 touring companies doing it somewhere in the world as a minimum.
When I went on holiday in Pembrokeshire, my dog had a stone in his mouth, said Bronwyn. Good grief, I hope he didn't swallow it. Someone was saying as well they saw the best Rocky Horror Show. It was performed entirely by drag queens. She said it was the most amazing thing she'd ever watched.
Yeah?
Yeah. 65.5 for Fiona McLeod. And we've got Helen Omer with 14. Thank you very much, Bev. See you on Monday. Bedtime, I'm shattered.
Like us on Monday.
Yeah.
We understand. We understand.
Indeed.
60.5 for Suzanne.
Got some nice scores there. So there's no bonus columns. I've only got maybe one more person to get the final four in round 4, and that's the Gangsters. So if you wouldn't mind getting that in. What happened first? I don't know. What did happen first? Probably the Big Bang. Or God doing a big fart. Good a theory as any, isn't it?
I'm also liking the Philip Pullman thing on BBC. His That Materials. I'm liking how they're fleshing that out.
Looking forward to the Doctor Who quiz on Sunday. We'll do substantially better on that one, said Sophia. I think a lot of people will. I think people's first Doctor was David Tennant. I think people saw Christopher Eccleston, was like, it's not my kind of thing, and then saw him and they changed their mind.
We've got a few basic questions, and we're so far up to where we watched up to for our questions. School reunion. We've done up to school reunion, haven't we?
Yeah, we watched that one yesterday.
So we've got we'll probably watch another one tonight, and then maybe 2 tomorrow.
Janet says, thanks guys, we missed how many felt balls there were. There were between...
No, it was spot on.
Ah.
They got it spot on, and it was, purely because you're here today, it was, I wrote it down,
94.
94.
Thanks guys, it was rubbish all the round, still had fun though. Well, that's the most important part, Angela. Your score is not important.
As long as you're enjoying yourself, that's all that matters to us.
I met David Tennant a couple of years ago at London Film Comic Con. I cried afterwards. Grew up with him on my TV every Sunday. I think a lot of people of that era would cry when they met him as well.
On the next Doctor Who quiz, I'll tell my Tom Baker tale. The time I met him, absolutely wonderful.
Got to go. Thanks for another great quiz. Night guys, says Jackie. Well, everyone's got their score in, so why don't I just get the scores in order now? Why don't I do that?
You need to make it a bit smaller
There we go.
so it all fits in. There you go.
I'll make your scores a bit bigger, just so you can see them.
And a bit bold.
A bit bold.
Have them a bit bold.
You feel a bit bold tonight?
A bit bold.
I don't know what we're doing, guys. Sorry. Right.
Being a bit mental, I think.
I think I thought you guys weren't there then. I was just doing what we normally do. Just talk at each other with different accents until we get bored and walk away. Right. Total points. Let's have a look. Sort them into order. Here we go. Wowzers. Come on. Our winners tonight with 85 points. It is the Gangsters.
Random seems to like them.
How did you get 25 points on round 3? Was that a 23.5, wasn't it?
20... Round 3, James Bond, you could get 3.5 points. Well, you could, yes, you can get 1.5 points more. So you can get 21.5 is maximum points. So I think Gangsters, you put too many points on, possibly.
That's what Dave's saying. You can't get 85 points.
No, the maximum you can get is 81.5.
I think Joe needs to put that Malbec and Coke down. The Alamo Angels, I believe, are our winners tonight with 81.5. One was Awoken just below them with 80.5, and Bev's Brainiacs with 79.5, tying with Charlie and the Lockdown Factory. Well done. Only got 6 as Bronwyn, but I'm glad you enjoyed yourselves. Wonderful stuff. Don't forget, we are back here on Monday.
Monday.
We're
planning something nice for Monday.
Mm-hmm. And then we are on to Friday. It'll be the Doctor Who special. And we'll have one more Monday, and that's it.
Yeah, so we've got Monday, Friday, the Doctor Who special on the Sunday, and then the Christmas special on the 21st.
There'll be lots of pictures and fun stuff. We're going to make it a real Christmassy round. We'd love to do some music, but unfortunately we won't get away with that. So that's just the way that works. There you go, Gangsters. Also timed Alamo Angels 81.5. Thank you very much for changing your score. Right, guys, thank you so much for playing. We might as well leave it there. People are leaving to say goodnight because they are tired, which is fair enough. It's been a long week, I think.
He wants some food. He's not eating all day.
Yes. Thank you so much for playing, guys. Don't forget to look on our page for all of our events that are coming up as well. And thank you so much for playing. We'll see you on Monday.
Good night.
Bye.